Buddy, game two. You ready? I am down here at Soul Street, Midtown. Get ready for the Kings and the Warriors, game two. We're going to be with you not only up until game time, but Ryan and I will be here at halftime and post-game show as well. We got a good crowd down here already. Come on down and see us. Ryan, oh boy, how are you, buddy?
Doing great. Ready for game two. Looks like you got quite the crowd behind you.
Oh, man, it's great. We already have a lot of people down here, and so awesome to have everyone already on the stream. I love the fact that so many people have watched the 30 for 30. Thank you very much. That was very emotional for me, too, obviously. And, yeah, I've been putting it out on my social media account, so you can definitely see down in the valley. Cody, so great that you were with us the other night at Bennett's. And, yeah, Dash, oh, boy, all right. Well, good. Maybe they can all be wrong, you know? You never know. How about the Warriors? They are 30-10 following a loss in the playoffs.
It's a pretty darn good record, Napes. Yep. We'll see if it holds true tonight. We can't say the same about the Kings following the Winks. It's been so long. But I expect both teams to come out and play a game as competitive, if not more competitive than game one.
All right. Again, individual come up. They were asking me about the T-shirts. That's why I muted myself for a minute. All right, so let's get into this game a little bit.
Yeah.
We talked about adjustments that the Warriors may make. And then from the Kings' perspective, I don't think they make a lot of changes. They hope that Sabonis is the Sabonis that we've seen during the regular season. They hope Herter can be, a threat from the perimeter. Now that Keegan Murray's got his feet wet, maybe he responds better in game two.
Yeah, and I think that's the big thing that the Kings need to do. The big adjustment is going to be get Sabonis involved right off the bat, because if you get Sabonis involved, then guess what's going to come? Keegan Murray, Kevin Herter, because things are going to open up for them. As for the Warriors, we're looking at Andrew Wiggins possibly in the starting lineup at this point. Jordan Poole is available. There was some questions about him with a left or right ankle injury. So it'll be interesting to see what Coach Kerr does.
All right, we are at Soul Street, Midtown, right on 16th and L, right next to the public house. Come on down and see us. I'll be here all night, and Ron and I will be talking about this big game too. Zach Zarba is the crew chief. He's one of the best in the NBA. Yep. He is going to have this game, I think, dialed in. I thought the officials did an excellent job game one. I'm hoping that we have a similar game. Yeah, it wasn't perfect. They're going to make some mistakes, but I thought all in all, they did a nice job in game one.
Yeah, I agree with you, Grant. I didn't notice the officials really at all. Golden State kind of had some problems with the fourth quarter, the way it was officiated, but I thought it was officiated very well, and hopefully that remains the same tonight.
All right. Again, what do you think, folks, tonight? Are we going to be looking at a 2-0 lead, or do you think the Warriors are going to even this series at a game apiece? This is what the narrative has been, that Sabonis, Murray, and Herter played like trash, and they still won. I don't think they played like trash.
No.
Yeah, I think that's a little too strong of a word, but I get your point. All right, I get your point. So, the other issue is, and again, I'm going to look at the starting lineups here, but how much do you think Andrew Wiggins is going to play tonight? What do you think? What do you think the number is going to be? I think it's going to be between 30 and 33. What do you think?
I think Andrew Wiggins could play up to 35 tonight.
Okay.
He was the best answer Golden State had for Fox, if you want to call it an answer. So I would expect to see a heavy dose of him on Fox, but they're going to need all they can from him, especially on the defensive end.
All right. Again, as soon as we get the starting lineups, we will let you know for the Warriors. We know who the starting five is for Sacramento. I thought, again, an unsung, I don't want to use the word hero, but a big impact in the game was Alex Len. His minutes were very meaningful. Sea-Dog says Wiggins is starting, so that has just been put out. Andrew Wiggins is starting. So there you have it. And want to say hello to everyone around the world. Awesome. Vietnam. How about that? Well, I'm very happy that you're watching us over there in Vietnam. Thank you so much. But so Andrew Wiggins starting. You and I and Connor, we did the show with you last night. I said I would start him, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I'm not surprised either. I think it may have been different if Poole was not playing tonight, because then the Warriors really wouldn't have had a spark, say, off the bench. So now that Poole is playing, makes all the sense in the world.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, Cody, I thought he was good. Trey Lyles was very good. I mean, I think those were all really important. And, of course, Malik Monk was the stud. He was the hero coming off the bench in game one for Sacramento. It is a little chilly tonight. I got to be honest with you. I'm out here. I got the window open in front of me. I may have to close the window at halftime. It may be too cold for me. You know what I'm saying?
Napes is getting,
I mean,
you're getting used to that warm weather in Florida, buddy.
Yeah, I know. Absolutely. And really appreciate the people that donate via the Super Chat. Said Dubs did a great job taking cutters away from Sabonis passing, but we found a way to win. Nerves will be calmer for Keegan, Herter, and they'll drive more today. I think you're right. I think the nerves are going to be better. I think you're absolutely right.
I don't think it was necessarily nerves. I just think that some of the opportunities those two players usually see, they weren't there.
All right, so let's see about opportunities tonight, number one. And number two, the Warriors.
Yeah.
Again, they've been down this road before after a loss where they always seem to bounce back. Mm-hmm. And they've always won at least one road game when Steve Kerr has been the coach of the Warriors in the playoffs. So, the numbers are pointing towards Golden State. But again, we keep on going back to game one. The fact that the Kings were still able to win with the lack of production from those that we just talked about.
Yeah, and the numbers do point that way, Grant, but are you saying that they've won one on the road in every series in the first two games, or is that the entire series?
No, the entire series.
Okay, so, this is a smaller sample size at this point, and there's more time for them to get that win. The one thing that I would say about the Warriors is they know they're in a fight now. They're not scared, but they got a good taste of the Kings the other night, and they know this is going to be a series that's going to be heavily contested and very close. So expect to get their A game and expect that mentality of a champion that we always see from them.
Hey, I want to tell you about New Works Plumbing. They've got a fix for you. You can go to sackserviceplumbing.com or call the number on your screen. That's New Works Plumbing for all of your plumbing needs and repairs. New Works Plumbing, they've got a fix for you. Hey, hand me that flashlight. I've been talking about this Zoom 180, right?
Yeah.
Here it is. See how light it is?
Oh, wow.
It's very light,
Whoa.
Hello. Anyway, I got the Zoom 180 right here. I'm not going to turn it on because, first of all, it won't do anything because it's light out. But Here it is, the Zoom 180. And all you got to do is go to zoom180.com, check it out. Somebody here just bought 3. They just bought 3 of these incredible flashlights. So there you have it. There's what it looks like.
Hey, and it also doubles as a lightweight dumbbell. If you're
very
just recovering from something,
honestly, this is so light, it's very, very light.
That's
Thank
a
you very
beautiful
much.
flashlight. Love that.
That's awesome. All right, so you think we're going to be in the 130s tonight?
Yeah, I do.
I think both teams are going to have 130 plus.
Yeah, absolutely. Why do you think it's going to be there, Grant?
Because both these teams are so prolific offensively. Why would I not? And they don't play defense.
Yeah, and both teams, the Warriors took 50 three-pointers on Saturday night, and they didn't make as many as they normally do. The Kings took only around 32 three-pointers, I want to say. Uh-huh. So I would expect many more threes in this game.
All right, how about this? I'm going to buy a Zoom 180. Hey, Roy, somebody just said I'm going to buy a Zoom 180 and shine it in Curry's eyes when he shoots.
That is great.
Oh my gosh.
Roy's gonna have a licensing agreement with the Kings before the end of the night.
Oh my god. And Ryan, good minds think alike. He'd agree with you on that.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my gosh, man. Well, I don't worry about Sabonis being motivated or not being motivated. No. I mean, that's not an issue. He was very motivated in game one. He just didn't make shots. So, I'm not worried about that. My prediction, you'll be happy with my prediction because I've been wrong on every single game. I think the Warriors are going to win tonight. That's my prediction, which should make you feel very good if you're a Kings fan because the last couple of games I've been wrong. I thought they were going to beat Minnesota. Right. I said beating San Antonio was a lock, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so, you should be happy that I'm picking Golden State.
There we go. And Grant is not responsible for any of your gambling activities, by the way, if you do go the other way on that one.
No. Hey, your money is your money. That's not my money. I don't tell you how to spend your money.
Unless you're buying a Zoom 180 flashlight or one of those beautiful T-shirts over your shoulder.
Yeah, absolutely. I got a whole bunch of I've already sold 5 of them. Here's the white shirt.
Playoff white.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yep. So there you have it. Come on down here and you can purchase your shirt. We've already sold a couple of them from folks that are going to the game. They said they're going to wear them at the arena
Hey,
tonight. I'm like,
there we
yeah,
go.
yeah, I love that.
There we go. And everybody watching, hop on the phone, text a friend. There's no pregame coverage on TV. Let them know
No,
there's a great pregame show going right
absolutely.
now. Just flip
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Absolutely. And if you are joining us for the first time, please subscribe. We would really appreciate that, and hit the like button. Bernie loves me. Well, good. You know what? That's good. You know, that's not this. That's not the same Bernie down at the beach, is it? In that movie with the Hamptons. What was the name of that movie?
Weekend at Bernie's. So I would hope not, Names.
Oh my gosh, unbelievable! Oh, this is a classic.
Goodness.
Hey, I also want to tell you about this great veterinarian hospital, Gold Country. They are in Auburn, serving the foothills and the greater Sacramento area. They pretty much do it all. And hey, if you have an emergency with a pet, they're there for you. They have all kinds of services, neuter, spay. They do ACLs. They do dentistry. They have great pain management for their animals. That's Gold Country Veterinarian Hospital. So happy that they support us here on If You Don't Like That. All right, so Malik Monk, is he going to have 20 plus tonight, Ryan? What do you think?
I think he'll flirt with 20 grand. I mean, don't expect 32. I would be shocked if he has 32. But he's a streaky guy, and he will go on runs of having hot games. Do you think he's going to be over 20 grand?
Yeah, I do. I think he's going to be over 20. I don't think he's going to be the way he was the other night, but I do think so. I really do. I think so. So we'll see. Really appreciate all of the messages that Ryan and I receive, and
yes,
so awesome. Somebody just got in here. Where do I get that T-shirt, Grant? Well, come on, see me. I'm right over here, and I'm on. You come over and get it, and I'll be happy to. Ryan can handle it for 60 seconds or so while I sell a shirt. No problem.
Yeah,
about
absolutely.
That. But you've been doing the pregame show, pretty much all year by yourself the last couple of months. So I'm not. You're now a seasoned vet.
Yeah, you tossed me a curveball the other night, but I did appreciate that.
All right, here we go. So you're going to have to go
Always
solo.
Lose. I got you, brother. Hey, while we have a minute, want to let you know about Bennett's. If you were at the event on Saturday night, it was so much fun. We held it out at Bennett's in Roseville. Thank you guys so much for coming out and enjoying the victory with us. Bennett's obviously has other locations in Sacramento and a third one that is soon to come in Rockland. They've got everything for you. They've got prime cuts of steak. They have awesome seafood, excellent burgers, and great specials, too. We were sitting and having lunch with Brian Bennett, the owner, who's a huge Kings fan, the other day, and he was telling us about their Monday night special. Any 2 entrees and a bottle of wine for $65, and you get salads with it, too. Tell me where else you can find a deal like that. So go out and check out Bennett's. We promise you will not be disappointed. Again, Bennett's in Roseville, Sacramento, and a third location soon to come in Rockland. All right. Well, we're getting ready to tip off Grant, or we're getting ready for tip off. Grant is hawking shirts out there on location. And again, Grant is at Soul Street in downtown Sacramento. I believe it is 16th and L. Go check out Grant tonight. He'll be there all night doing the half and post game show. Go watch the game with him. Say hi. Have a great meal at Soul Street. And hopefully we will see a Kings victory tonight. Want to get you guys in here as much as possible. Thank you so much for all of your comments. Yeah, you are very welcome. We are Go Kings team all day, every day. Well, hey, how are you? You guys pumped for game 2. Enjoy, and yes, take that Warrior podcast, Grant.
Wow, I just tell you, the people here are amazing, man. Brian,
just
amazing. How are you? Hang on, Ryan. I got more customers, so it's all yours, buddy.
Yeah, Grant International for sure. So anyways, if you're just joining us, Jordan Poole is in the lineup tonight for the Warriors, and also Andrew Wiggins will be in the starting lineup for the Warriors. So how does that change things? Wiggins probably had the best minutes, and I say this knowing that Fox really was not stopped too much in game one, but Wiggins did the best job defending him, in my opinion. And so I would expect them to put Wiggins on Fox as much as possible. And I would also expect a heavy dose of Domas in the beginning of the game. It looked like Domas in game one was just really hesitant to shoot the ball, wasn't sure what to do. And I know earlier somebody commented on passing lanes. Well, those passing lanes are much different when your defender is hanging off of you and they're daring you to shoot, And I'd look for Domas to be more decisive on his decision making. And I'm sure Mike Brown has already game planned a way for him to, get involved very early and also get Herter involved, get Keegan Murray involved. A lot of what those two players do is based off of Domas and Domas's successes. So I think that is what you're going to look for to start the game. But, one thing that was not the bread and butter for the Kings this year was inside play, right? Big men. We didn't play very big. We got dominated at times by teams that were big. And in game one, the Kings out-rebounded the Warriors by 9, and they had 16 more points in the paint than the Warriors. And that resulted in 32 free throw attempts by the Kings, which was a fairly high number for the Kings. And the Kings also shot about 10 less threes than they normally do because they were getting more inside. They were being more physical. And I think there is room there for the Kings to really, really thrive and put some pressure on the Warriors, especially when we talk about our guards, Malik Monk, De'Aaron Fox. I say that because the Warriors really don't have shot blockers. You look at Draymond Green, more of a scrappy guy, right? Kayvon Looney, not a shot blocker. He's a big guy, but not a shot blocker. And so it gives the Kings, because both of our guards, De'Aaron Fox and Malik Monk, they are excellent at driving to the hoop. They're excellent at elevating. It gives us a little room to play. And then you bring in Alex Len to the situation. And you talk about the minutes that Alex has given the Kings and how much it has been, it's been a change for what the Kings do. And I think Alex's success is so important to the team's success. And he may only get 5 to 10 minutes, but in the first game, his presence was felt immediately. And, our big worry was with Len, well, he's not really that athletic type that, fits in and can run the floor and, do some of the things that maybe Metu can do. And he looks a little bit out of place. But you know what? Mike Brown groomed him for this time in the playoffs, knowing that he was going to play Alex Len regardless of matchups. Because if you do look at the matchups, Metu would be a better matchup down low as the backup to Sabonis. But now that Alex Len has stepped into that role, he looks a hell of a lot more comfortable. He's been blocking shots, had the huge block shot in game one that was kind of a momentum turner, got the crowd going. But he looks like he belongs out on the floor with our guys. He looks just as athletic as a lot of our guys. You talk about him cutting to the rim. He had a couple of dunks. So Len has been extremely important to what the Kings are doing. And I would expect the Kings, and like I said, we have, by all accounts, by just taking the sample size of game one, we have an advantage down low on the Golden State Warriors. So I am okay with seeing less three balls and more stuff to the rim and more points in the paint, because the Kings could thrive there. And they could actually kind of grind the Warriors down as well if that's what they decide to do. So anyways, want to get some of your guys' comments in here as well. We're about 30 minutes from tip-off. Again, Grant is at Soul Street, 16th and L, downtown Sacramento. Go down, say hi to Grant. See, he's too busy right now talking to everybody to do the show, but he'll be back here in a few minutes. But go down, see Grant, get a great meal, watch the game with Grant, hang out, and have a great time.
I got to tell you, there's so many people coming in here, and I just love everybody's support. Everybody is freaking awesome. All right, so the reason why Ryan is not here is this reason. I've never broadcast from this location, and I'm on an Ethernet cable, and we didn't have enough time to set up 2 laptops with the internet, okay? And so I wanted to make sure, all right, that we weren't going to have a problem. And in case that I had an issue, I did not want to not have a show. So Ryan is, I'm going to call it the way it is. He understands.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's a little disappointed, but that's what we have to do. I want to make sure that we're able to produce content from you. And I'm going to be honest with you. Ryan's my backup tonight in case I have an issue here.
Well, thank you for that, Napes. And we're a team. We're team
Yeah.
content. So whatever we need to do to make this wheel roll, that's what we're going to do.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
As long as we're together, we're good.
It's all good. And I'm so happy that everybody is joining us. And it's going to be hopefully a fabulous halftime and post game. And I'll tell you, Ryan will be with me on Thursday. Okay. I haven't told him yet that I'm doing the show from Hong Kong, but he is going to be.
Okay.
I don't know how that's going to go over with your wife, but I've got a little area at the Hong Kong International Airport that we can do the show at. Okay.
Sweet. Trust me, my wife, she's going to be throwing a celebration. So you don't got to worry about that.
Yeah, Ryan is the backup like Malik Monk. You know what?
Yeah.
You were spot on about that. Yeah. He is as productive as Malik Monk too. Oh
there
my gosh. Rhino is the man. You know what? I got to tell you, a year ago, I really didn't even know Ryan. I mean, I knew him from the Jim Rome show, and now he's a good friend. And it's amazing what's happened. I mean, I think you're doing a great job. Your crossover with, Sea Dog last night and your content, and you're getting the ball rolling. I told you, what did I tell you? You just need reps. And once you get reps, now see the difference between today and when you first started, right?
It's night and day, and reps have been so important. But you and your coaching and the little things that I would have never thought of, ever have made the big differences. And those. I don't need to go into them, but thank you.
Well, I will tell you that it is absolutely my pleasure. All right. I'm getting messages from people at the game. I'm getting messages. I mean, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
And everybody get down to Soul Street. Go bug Grant some more. I'll do the pregame on my own. Go mingle and have fun.
Hey, I just love all the people this place is unbelievable.
It looks great.
Yeah. We got a lot of people here. I'll turn the camera around. Hopefully it doesn't go off, but we got a really good crowd.
Wow. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm really happy about that. And then we got people sitting outside. So it's cool. Awesome. Yeah. Man. All right. So are we going to be talking about a Kings victory after the contest? What do you think?
Yes, I think we are. I just get that feeling. And
well, then you know what that means? That means the Kings are sweeping because you said the Kings are going to win games 3 and 4 in San Francisco.
I did. Yeah, I'm standing by that. The Kings will win 3 and 4 in San Francisco. He's calling me crazy. Trust me, but they're winning those 2 games. But yeah, I think Grant, just tonight lines up well. I think the Warriors have a big problem inside with the Kings if the Kings attack them the right way, especially with the guards, because they don't really have a shot blocker. And with our athletic guards, they're really good at taking it to the rim, and they can draw some fouls. They're very athletic, so I think those could all be keys to the game.
All right. You think it's going to be close? I think it's going to be a 4-point game. What do you think?
Yeah, at least a 4-point game. I think it's going to be very close.
Absolutely. Man, this is great. So many people down here having a great time at Soul Street, Midtown, right at 16th and L. We got a 133 to 129 prediction. Sacramento. I think it's going to be around 130. I really do. I think there's going to be a lot of points put on the board.
So Grant, let me ask you this question, just from your experience. How much different is it for a team coming like Sacramento playing their first playoff game, the atmosphere, game 1, shifting to game 2 in terms of the nerves, being comfortable? Is there a big difference there?
I've always found it to be a big difference, and I've always found that in those situations, the team plays better in the second game than they did the first game. So, yes, a matter of fact, the Kings back in 2002, they lost game 1 to the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals. They were nervous. They were too emotional. And game 2, they won. Game 3, they won. Game 4 was the Robert Horry shot. And so I've always found when you're going through this type of a stage for the first time, yes, I think once you get through round one, yeah, I do think round two is better, and that's what this is tonight. It's round two, game two in this best of seven series. Game three Thursday, game four Sunday afternoon in San Francisco.
That makes for a pretty nice 4-day weekend in San Francisco, Kings fans. If you can get Friday off.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Take the drive.
Hey, I want to tell everyone about another one of our sponsors, Fosters and Paws. They are a group of animal advocates. They work primarily with dogs in shelters, and they're awesome. And I really mean that. And I love the fact that they work with young people and teach them the lifelong benefits of having a pet. If you are not able to adopt, they would certainly appreciate any donation, as it helps with the food and the shelter. Just go to fostersandpaws.org. Nice shirts behind you. Got both of them hanging up now.
Yeah,
I like that.
I got both of them. Absolutely. Yep. You know it. So let me ask you a question. We were talking about this during the shows on Saturday. You said every game is different in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So we saw how game one was. How do you expect game two to be different tonight?
It's a great question. Well, I think the Warriors are going to make adjustments. I think the Warriors are they now know that they're in a big time series. I mean, despite the fact that this is the first go around for Sacramento and all of that, generally speaking, the physicality of a game will change from one game to the next. The pace sometimes will change from one game to the next. And even though I'm predicting, a game in the 130s, it wouldn't. I mean, if you and I are talking tomorrow and the final score is 118 to 115, it wouldn't shock me. I mean, I've just always found in my, and again, I don't have a lot of playoff experience because I was the announcer for the Kings.
Well, 8 years isn't small.
But the games always seem to be different from game to game. They really did.
Yeah.
Like if you look at the Kings-Lakers, and I'm only going back to that because it's still fresh in my mind.
Right.
Or if you look at the Spurs and the Kings in 2006, if you go back and look at the games, they were really a lot different. And so I think we could have a different type of a game tonight. Absolutely.
Sure. I mean, just even looking in the first half for Golden State on Saturday, Curry, he was in single digits. That could change in a quick minute tonight. All right, we got Kings 136, 128.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game, You think Draymond Green's going to get a technical tonight? What do you think?
I doubt it.
I'm going to say yes, he will.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be a legal defense type of technical?
No.
Okay.
No.
Just making sure.
Yeah. All right. Again, if you are joining us for the first time, we'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe to the channel and give us a thumbs up if you're enjoying the content right here. And Jordan Poole, again, available tonight, and Andrew Wiggins is starting. So we'll see what the Warriors look like, Ryan, with Andrew Wiggins in the starting lineup for the first time since February.
Yeah, I think that's purely a defensive move because he's going to be kind of that third option offensively to the Warriors in the starting lineup, and I do think that it's going to make a little bit of difference. But Grant, do you think they'll start him out on Fox tonight?
No, I do not. No, I do not. Nope. The restaurant atmosphere is really good. I just panned a good crowd. And we have outdoor seating too. And so, yeah, it's good. We got TVs everywhere. I think there are 5 TVs in here. So, yeah, the atmosphere is really good. It's really good.
Sweet.
Got people walking by the street yelling at me, and hopefully they're yelling nice things. But, yeah, it's all good. Man.
Oh, man.
I know.
This is great.
I love this, right? Absolutely. You got to get Vladdy on the show. You know what? I was with Vladdy today, and he said he will come on the show. So, absolutely. Vladdy's going to the game tonight. I was going to ask him to come by before the game, but I'm like, I wouldn't have a way to interview him with this setup. So, I got to figure it out. I might have him come on a podcast, but I'll figure it out. Maybe I'll have him come on if he has technology in his condo in LA, and I don't know if he does. I'll see if he'll come on the post-game show on Thursday.
Oh, that would be great. That would be
But
awesome.
I think he's Jerry Reynolds like when it comes to that stuff.
Oh, very regimented and in bed before before the 10 o'clock news hits.
My thoughts on E40 is I wasn't there, so I'm not going
Yeah.
to comment on something that I'm not aware of. So let them investigate it. Whatever else, I don't have any comment on it because I wasn't there. If I was there to witness it, then I'd have a comment. But I don't comment on things that I'm not educated on and don't know about. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, either do I. I don't have a comment. E40 came out with a statement today. You guys can go read that on your own, and the
Yep.
facts will eventually come out.
I didn't even know what E40 was or who he was. I've never heard it. I mean, it's not I'm 63 freaking years old.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
You don't have E40 on the iPod, Grant?
I've never heard of E40.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
How about Keek to Sneak?
No.
Mac Dre.
I've heard of E-Ticket.
E-Ticket?
I've heard of like an E-Ticket.
Yeah.
I've heard of like an E-Cart,
E-Cart?
E-Cart shopping,
Okay.
but no, I've never heard of E40.
I see what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm going like E-Tickets,
well played.
E-Cart. But I'm sorry,
Okay. All right.
He's from Vallejo. There you have it.
Yeah. I just named all the Bay Area rappers for you.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, Mac Dre, Keek to Sneak, Rest Their Souls.
Okay. Well, there you have it.
Yeah, I'm not into it, but I know who they are. Yeah. So.
I do love Kool and the Gang. Kool and the Gang is one of my favorite groups of all time. I'm a huge Kool and the Gang fan. Love Kool and the Gang. Absolutely.
Yes, NBA youngster.
Hey, here's Anita. Me too, Grant. Never heard of E40. Anita, you and I, we roll together. I like that. See, she's supporting me here. Love you, Anita.
On, Anita. Look at you guys teaming up on me.
No, let's not go Warriors, okay? Oh, my gosh.
And to answer all of the questions in the chat, because they're coming like 5 at a time, Grant is in Sacramento at Soul Street on 16th and L. Go see him. He'll be there all night.
Too bad Eduardo's not here from Chile. Hello, Eduardo.
Hola. Our buddy.
Yeah.
We are international on the pregame show.
Somebody says E40 would not sit down and the fans behind didn't like it. Well, again, I don't know. All right, so halftime, post-game show. Come on down if you're in the area to Soul Street, Midtown. Get ready for the Kings and the Golden State Warriors in Game 2.
Game 2. Quick turnaround. Is there any difference with the turnaround like this where you got one day off versus having a couple?
Yeah, because you don't really have a practice. You just have a film session and a walkthrough. The Kings probably will go easy tomorrow and then have a good practice on Wednesday leading up to Thursday. So, yeah, it is a big difference. Absolutely.
Okay. Interesting.
Hello, Migs from Australia, down under.
Hey,
we got people watch. So we got Vietnam on the stream. We got Australia on the stream. We have Chile on the stream. Do we have anybody in Serbia? Dobro Jutro. Anybody in Serbia watching?
I'm sure John Paul is on.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure he's here somewhere.
Yeah. We got Uganda there. Absolutely.
Uganda. Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah, Uganda in the house. There we go. We love it. Love it. Love it. Good stuff. Marwan from Uganda. Love it. Hello,
Marwan.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? I'm very happy that you got a chance to see the 30 for 30. It makes me tear up every time I see it too. Oh, we got Bosnia. Dobro Jutro. So we got another country checking in. I love it.
That's 7 or 8. Let's get to 10.
Oh, we got Japan checking in. Now, hello to Japan. Yes.
All right. Look at us.
Is this freaking awesome? We got people from all over the world watching us here.
I love it. And thank you guys so much. Like the channel. Give us a thumbs up. We so appreciate you.
Mobile, Alabama.
Like
hello,
the beam
down in Mobile, Alabama.
All right. Love
not from another country, but I'm in Folsom, if that counts. Yeah, you all count.
Yeah.
All lives matter, every single one. Of course it counts.
Amen.
I don't care where you're watching from. I'm just happy that you're here. Yes, we're grateful for you.
Yes.
Oh, we got Mexico.
Much.
Hello, Mexico.
Hola.
Yes.
Hola.
Yes. This is awesome, isn't it? We got Charlotte,
Okay.
We got arigato to those watching from Japan. Yes, absolutely. We got anybody in Thailand watching where I can say Sawadee Cup? Anybody in Thailand watching? We got Vietnam,
Sawade Cup?
Sawadee Cup means how are you? If you're female,
Ah,
you would say Sawadee Ka. But
Sawade Ka.
so if you're a male, you say cup. If you're a
Gotcha.
female, you say ka.
Gotcha.
Absolutely.
Sawade Ka.
That's exactly right. That
All
means
right.
hello. And then if you
I'm
want to say
learning.
how are you, you say Samadhi my cup. How are you? They will answer
Samadhi my cup?
Samadhi my cup. There you have it.
Okay.
See,
All
I'm
right.
learning. I'm
Look
learning
at you.
languages around the world. Absolutely. I don't know English very well, so I figured I would try some other languages.
You're a travel expert and a language expert. I love it.
Oh my gosh! All right, so we are a couple of minutes away from the start of this game. Thank you very much for your love and your support. We really appreciate it. All right, let's get some final predictions. You're picking the Kings tonight. I'm picking the Warriors.
Yes, I'm going Kings. I think the Kings will actually come out to a fairly hot start tonight. And the Warriors, I don't think, Grant, you think there's going to be a lead bigger than 15 tonight?
I'm going to say yes.
Yeah. Okay. I don't. I think probably 15 is going to be my cap. But they'll battle back, and it's going to be a close one at the end.
Hello in Tampa. Wish we had some of that Tampa weather right now. It is chilly in Sacramento.
Says
Allen's
the
got a
Florida man.
high-scoring game, 135 to 124. All right, we got
Okay.
135 to 130 Sacramento.
Okay.
We got a low-scoring game here, 110 to 107. Love everybody's predictions. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
no, not everybody. We got somebody picking the Warriors 124 to 103. I will be shocked with a capital S if the Kings only score 103 points. I don't see any way in the world the Kings are only going to score 103. I don't see that.
There's only been a couple teams well, the Warriors did hold them to under 100 points towards the end of the year, but nobody played. So,
man, I'm pumped up. You're pumped up. We're
So
almost ready
excited.
for game time. So happy to have everybody here on the stream. You all are absolutely awesome as we are still getting people. We got a lot of people still coming in here, walking in to Soul Street, Midtown. And it's only like, wow, all the tables are full. We got
Look at
standing
this,
room only at
man.
the bar.
There you
It is
go.
so awesome. I mean, I'm so pumped up to be here. This is a great venue to do a live show. And you got Kings fans walking up and down the sidewalk. They're seeing me. They're coming in. And it is a blast. So come on down to Soul Street, Midtown, and have fun. We got people that are coming here after the game that are at the game right now. They said they are coming to Soul Street, Midtown after the game. I said, great, because I'm going to be right here doing the post-game show with you, and we're going to have a blast. All right? Let's hope we got some good news tonight.
Yes, sir. I hope to see a big mob behind Grant after the game.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate everyone. Love it. Absolutely love it. We got 128, 120. I could see 128 to 120. That's a score I could see, but the Kings aren't going to just score 103 points. I mean, come on.
No.
No.
No,
Yeah.
they're not scoring 103.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
it's not going to be the opposite because you're saying they're not going to score 103, okay?
Yeah.
That's an infinite.
Absolutely. So it is all good here at this venue. Again, come on down and see us. This is a lot of fun. It really is a lot of fun.
And Grant, it's a restaurant, right? So it's not a bar, so you can bring.
Well, they have
kids,
it's a
right?
restaurant and you can bring, but it's a restaurant and the bar is behind me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's kid friendly though, because I'm seeing
yeah.
some stuff in the chat. All right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, absolutely. You can bring your kids. Yeah, let's see it. Let's do it for Wayman Tisdale. Tizzy,
Heck yeah.
rest in peace, my friend. I tell you, one of the great human beings of all time, Wayman Tisdale. Man,
Wish I could have got to meet him. But
you know what?
Loved watching him play.
If you had the pleasure of having Wayman Tisdale in your circle of friends, you were a lucky person. I'll just tell you that. Lucky person. All right, let's wrap this up.
Yes,
so
sir.
We're going to say so long. We're 5 minutes away from 7. Everyone's getting excited. We got people still coming in here. So halftime is going to be fun. Then Ryan and I will be post-game show again. All right. Bosnia, Serbia. All right. Get some beer. No, we don't give beer to 10-year-olds. All right. Anita says Tisdale was one of my favorite Kings. Love the smile. Love the tizzy flip. Yeah, that little left-hand flip, Anita. Yeah, love that. Absolutely love that. All right. Hey, Rhino, great job today, buddy. And
Thanks,
we'll see you at halftime as we get ready for the Kings and the Warriors. I do want to say thank you to Bennett's for what they did for us on Saturday night. They're great. I had the best New York steak on Saturday night. It was freaking awesome. Ryan, what did you have to eat on Saturday night? Did you have the hanger steak?
I had the hanger steak, and it was out of this world.
Oh, man. Bennett's is great. Check them out. They're coming to Rockland soon. Go to bennettsrestaurants.com. We appreciate their support. They have a phenomenal menu with 2 locations, Roseville and Sacramento. Go to bennettsrestaurants.com. Rhino, Kings basketball is coming up. Enjoy, buddy. We'll be back at halftime.
Sounds good. You know what? Before you go, I got to tell Bennett's story really quick.
Go ahead.
So Grant and I are mingling pretty much the entire time when we're not on air. Both of our steaks come out pretty much at the same time. He's on one side of the room. I'm on one side of the room. Nobody around us. We are face down just enjoying the steak, not talking to anyone. That is the truth.
You're right about that. All right, buddy. I'll see you at halftime.
Thanks, partner.
All right, that's good stuff. Kings, Warriors, game 2, moments away. We'll be back here at halftime on If You Don't Like That. Come on down and see us. Soul Street, Midtown. I'll be here doing halftime show and post-game show. See you in about an hour. Bye-bye, everybody.